How goes it, everybody? Welcome. And so I want to talk to you guys about the dangers of AI and how this is going to impact our future. So pay attention through the entire thing and hit the like button if you guys enjoy this video or agree with what I'm saying. Up to you. So AI is pretty much about like everywhere now. And AI is not something that's brand new. It's not something that just, was a startup of 5 years ago and put into this perspective where it's like, it's here. No, they've been developing AI for years. Okay, for years they've been doing this. And if you want an example on Google, right, before you go to Gemini, you have to go to the assistant. Before the assistant, you go to Google Now. I mean, they've been working on this for a long time. And you have other companies like Chat GPT and Galaxy AI and Apple Intelligence. And there's a plethora of other AIs that can be used for good things or for malicious things. Now, I'm going to be focusing on the mobile tech space and the telecom industry, but this would pertain to a lot of white collar jobs. So, listen up, because we're going to go down the rabbit hole right now. So AI is pretty much embedded into a lot of things that we do on a day-to-day, right? If you're an Android user and you use Google service apps, you see Gemini is tied into a lot of things: your Gmail, your Chrome browser, your Google Photos, everything. It's tied into everything on Google services. And, it's made to be helpful, which a lot of people are becoming accepting to. But we have to look at the dangers of like how this is going to work negatively against us as the human race. See, right now a lot of people are being sold on the fact that AI is like super helpful, and it is. And while it's not Skynet level where it's self-aware and it's going to deem us enemies of the world, doesn't mean that AI is not dangerous. In fact, the work sector is where it's going to make a great impact, something that's going to be, beneficial for big corporations, which today people seem to be like, outspoken about. Big corporations trying to save money, and you're missing the entire point when it comes to that, because yes, they are about money. I mean, every business wants to make money. How they're going to do it? Well, listen close. See, everybody today, one of the things that, I've been noticing a trend of is how people don't want to work a job. People would rather stay home and collect welfare. I mean, I've seen like 5 different people on TikTok who have been ranting about, them going on social media and talking about them getting food stamps and government assistance money and how they're cheating the system to get it, and then they get caught and then they lose those benefits, and then they're told that they have to pay the money back, and now they're over there crying and ranting about having to pay the money back and yada yada yada. Like, okay, people don't want to work today. You have a lot of advertisements on your phone, right? Play this game and you can earn money while you're doing it. Like 1/8 of a penny for every minute that you're playing, and we'll send the money to your PayPal. And it's funny, right? The advertisement: guy goes into a restaurant, orders him some food to go. Oh no, he's only got like $5 in his wallet. I know what I'll do. I'll quickly open a game app and play a game for like 10 minutes and score $65, and now I'm gonna tap to pay and walk away with my food. They are training people's minds to be accepting of this lifestyle, because big corp wants to save money. Do you really think big corporations want jobs done that they have to pay out to? I mean, with everyone's mentality shifting in this modern day thought process that people are going to, big corp is okay with that change. It is, because they used to pay Joe Blow like $30 an hour to do this work, with all this data that they give them, like, oh, do this with this data and put it all together so it makes sense for a business model. And it's like, dudes paid $30 an hour. Now they can have AI do it for them. Costs nothing. AI doesn't get up for bathroom breaks. AI doesn't need a sick day. AI doesn't need a mental day off. AI doesn't need a birthday celebration day away from work. AI doesn't care to celebrate Christmas. It doesn't care to celebrate, Memorial Day and Labor Day and all these other, holidays. AI doesn't complain about the workload that it gets, if it's too much or if it's too little, if it's too challenging, if it's too easy. AI doesn't complain. It just does. Shall I name more? AI doesn't have a bad attitude. AI doesn't need to get along with its coworkers. There's a lot of things that, big corp would look at AI and just say yes to, because it's the model worker that they've been waiting for. Here, let's put it in perspective for you to understand, okay? If you ran a multi-billion-dollar business and you needed workers, okay? Are you going to hire 10,000 workers being paid at $30 an hour? Or would you like to have AI run all that for free? It's a no-brainer. And if you're trying to say I'd rather pay for workers, you're lying. You're lying, because nobody's going to want to make millions and millions of dollars and have to repay that money back out, right? So when people talk about big corporations being greedy, they're not wrong. It's just where their mindset is at. That's not, it's like, look over here where it's really happening over here type of thing, right? People go and protest big corporations and, oh yeah, they treat us unfairly, yada, 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 stand with us, wave signs. Good. What you don't know is that the corporation that you are condemning is already gearing up to set up to deploy AI as its, entry-level foundation of work. In the telecommunications business, that would be the customer care service. See, every day people call in. If you don't know this, the lines to Verizon, the lines to T-Mobile, and etc., they're always jam-packed in the queue with customers waiting to have an answer resolved, or not resolved, but like a question resolved with an answer or an explanation or troubleshooting. Things that AI can do. If you set up AI for, a telecommunications company to handle bill explanations, to handle troubleshooting, to handle device orders, and to handle, taking payments, that pretty much eliminates customer care. Because the next step that handles above that would actually be, tier 2 tech support, or basically they're the retention department, but they give themselves a different name because, calling themselves a retention, obviously tells you they're there to retain you from porting out to another provider. So, like they have all kinds of fancy names. But that would be the next ones. AI could even do those. AI basically is capable enough to, have conversations with businesses to set up a reservation for a restaurant. AI can already do that, where some people who take those calls that are actually talking to AI don't even know they're talking to AI. They think they're talking to a real person. So with these things happening, major corporations see it as a viable option for them to save money by just using AI to kind of take a majority of that task. As a matter of fact, they're not just going to cold shut everybody off. Like, the operations manager of the call center is not going to walk in and say, hey, everybody, Verizon decided to go full AI. So after this call is your last customer, I want you to go into unavailable. I want you to log out of your PCs, grab your personal belongings, because, we have a separation packet for you and you're going to be paid, for X amount of weeks as a severance pay while you look for a new job. Good luck on your future endeavors. They're not going to do it like that. But what they're going to sell people on, I'm pretty sure, is going to be like, hey guys, your job's going to be much easier at work today because we just launched that AI system programming that we've been working on for years, and it's going to handle 50% of the volume of calls. And people at those call centers are going to be like, yay! Because they feel like that they're not going to be overwhelmed and swamped with call after call after call, and then their anxiety just going through the roof. They know that the AI is going to take 50% of the volume of calls. So if there's like 10,000 people calling in one day, and 5,000 of them is going to be pretty much handled by the AI system, while the other 5,000 is going to be handled by the rest of the human care reps. And eventually they will need less care reps, and they'll explain it in a way that seems, like a good idea. Like, oh yeah, let the AI handle majority of those bad calls, and you guys can just screen the calls, just to be like, a person that can level with the human. And if you feel like the AI is not doing the right thing, then, you can call the customer back and make things right, yada, yada, yada. Because AI is not going to falter. Somebody can think that they're built incorrectly and shout at AI. AI is not gonna falter to that. It's not going to be scared of the customer. It's not going to be intimidated. They don't have to worry about that. They don't have to worry about, somebody tugging on the heartstrings, right? Because there are people who genuinely need that little extra day or two to pay their bill and are just requesting that we turn the services back on for them for at least those 2 days. And if they don't make the payment as they promised, then disconnect them. And so they're tugging on our heartstrings. They're like, yeah, this month, which is a really bad month for me, yada, yada, yada. Please, 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 just one time, turn it on because I need it for work, and I will pay my bill in 2 days when I get paid from my job. AI is not going to fall for that. Because there's some people who use that and it's not really true, right? We know that. AI is not going to respond to threats. Threats don't bother it, right? So this is like a dream come true for these telecommunications companies. Of course, there are guidelines and policies and federal regulations that they have to abide by in order to be, a legit functioning business. But, big corporations have a way of bending that. And if they do that, for any other thing, what makes you think they're not going to do it for this? So what I'm saying is while we celebrate AI, while we find all the fun things that AI can do, we also have to remember, and I've been saying this for a long time, even before AI was a thing of discussion, but people need to understand that, too much of something good ends up becoming something very bad.